still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Shotgun now for Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. This will be caught by Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Now Brady again. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. 7 yards, the pickup there. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 1, Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. He's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Evades him at the 10. And some room to work. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Myles Gaskin, 95 yards. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down at 5.
From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
It's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Second and 5 now. Tua. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. William Golston. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Pilardi, on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. And he's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans' 1A. In this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers, he makes a nice catch there.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Let's go one more. 23 now.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succo. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. Room to run for Gaskin. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts, and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Here's Gaskin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The give is to Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From midfield, here's Brady.
A check down here to Jones.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady looking downfield for Godwin.
Oh, what a catch. It's Godwin.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be brought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. With it is Brown. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Five yards remain on 2nd down. Brady now to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Brady. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Emmanuel Ogbah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The sack backs him up. 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. Got some room at the 30, and finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
148 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Here's Tua. Now he's flushed out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand. and they'll take that.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at the 33-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd and 7.
Here's Brady to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on 1st down is Brady.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Brady.
Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to run forward Jones. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards there as they move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Miami's receivers had the 2nd fewest yards of any receiving group in 2020 and the fewest yards in run after catch as well. Jalen Waddle, he might solve both of those problems. Taking 6th overall, he picks up a first down right there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Another run with Gaskin. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll run it with Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. A give to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now Jones. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? 4 down to 1st down, still going. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Tua. This one is incomplete. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, and that nearly ended it. What should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.